and welcome to another booktube video from me, Lauren, from Lauren and the Books. Today's video is more of a discussion video. How much discussion can I have with myself? A lot of discussion. I have many a discussion with myself. This discussion is about abandoning books, not finishing books, and whether or not I do that, and whether or not you guys do that. So I'd never thought to do this video, and then this book came along. The Chimes by Anna Smale. So I've been looking forward to reading this book for such a long time, since the Man Booker long list. Sorry. Naughty. The Man Booker long list came out, and had it put by from the library. Went and picked it up from the library. Renewed it 4 times. Still didn't get to read it. Had to take it back. Re-requested it and started it about 3 weeks ago. So I gave this a really good, what I consider a good go, 64 pages. The book itself is only 289 pages, and I just couldn't get on with it. Now, this book is a dystopian novel about future England, whereby people's memories don't exist. So at the end of each day, there's a set of chimes played that wipes people's memories, and people don't have memories. It's written by, I believe, a musician. David's scooting by.
Sorry, I'm getting the jacket potatoes out.
Jacket potatoes for dinner.
Underneath the stand.
Yeah, so it's written by a musician. So a lot of the language in here, which I fully appreciate is beautiful, is musical language. So for example, they use the word presto instead of fast. They use the word lento instead of slow. There's a few other things. I've actually made some tabs of it when I was reading it. So there's a lot of musical imagery in here as well. So my heart beats like a tambourine under my ribs, tight and loud with anger. And I've just lost it now, but they was talking about something, they're describing a road. Here we go. Then we're back on the A road, straight as a viol string stretched under the sky. So although I was appreciative of this beautiful imagery, I'm not musically inclined in any way. I don't play any instruments. I like the sound of my own voice, but apart from that, nothing. I just couldn't find a plot in here. I just could not find a plot, and I was reading it thinking, what on earth is going on? This was originally going to be a YA book, so I was thinking, am I this silly that I cannot find a plot in a potentially YA book? So I looked up a few reviews on Goodreads, and a few people were thinking the same as me, so I thought, hurrah, I'm not the only one who feels this. But I stopped reading it. I picked up something else and I stopped reading it, and I'm going to give it up. Now, I never give up on books. I'm going to put this down. I never give up on books. I really force my way through them. You may have been watching a few of my videos recently where I've read the absolutely terrible book, Confess, by Colleen Hoover. And I forced myself through that because that was one of my book club books. If I do have a book that we're discussing in book club, I will always make the effort to read it. But this book, just something in me just thought, why am I wasting my time on this book? I'm not enjoying it, and I'm not understanding it, which I think maybe comes from more. If I was understanding it, but not... David's putting the jacket potatoes on.
Oh, sorry. As you were.
If I was enjoying it, but not... if I was understanding it, but not enjoying it, maybe I would have been able to press through a bit more. But I just didn't understand it, and I don't know if that makes me silly, but I couldn't find a plot in that, so I decided to give it up. And I just thought, I wonder if other people give up books, because life is short, and there's so many books that I'm never going to be able to read in my lifetime, so why am I wasting my time with books that I don't enjoy or don't understand? And I've got thinking about what other people do with books they don't enjoy. So what makes other people give up on books? And if you do give up on books, how far do you get throughout the book until you decide, I'm going to give up on this? As I said, I gave up on this after 64 pages, but I knew very, very early on that I wasn't really understanding what was going on, but I pressed on through and didn't do it. So I've got a couple of examples of stories when people have given up books in the past, and I've been like, what? So I lent a friend of mine some books to take on holiday with her, and when I got them back, they came back with the bookmark in, probably about 50 pages from the end. And I said, oh, did you not finish that book? And I tell you what book it was. It was About a Boy by Nick Hornby, which is a very, very good book. And I said, oh, did you not finish that book? She was like, yeah, I won't get a chance to read it now. And I was like, you're going to give me back? And I said, oh, was you enjoying it? And she was like, yeah, I was enjoying it. You're going to give me back a book that you were enjoying just because you're not going to get a chance to finish it in 50 pages. Like, how can you do that? Like, David gave up on one of the Harry Potters halfway through, and I've never forgiven him for it, to be honest.
I'm not giving up.
I've never forgiven him. And yeah, so on one side, I'm like, how on earth can you give up on a book that you're enjoying, or that you've been reading? But then at the same time, I've allowed myself to give up this book, The Chimes by Anna Smell. So that is today's video. It's very, very random, but I'd be really, really interested in hearing what people do if they do give up books, how long a time you give a book before you decide to give it up, and what makes you give up a book, and have you ever put down a book only to come back to it? Because this is going back to the library. I'm not even going to bother trying it again because I just couldn't get on with it. This is not a negative video about the Chimes. I know plenty of people whose bookish opinions I thoroughly trust and love some of their recommendations that absolutely love this book. So it just wasn't for me, and that's why I've abandoned it. So that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. A bit rambly, a bit different, but I would really love to hear what your thoughts are on abandoning books, and I will see you all again on Sunday for a Valentine's Day special. Love.